You have said recently that you still miss her terribly. She is the love of your life.
I do miss her. I think she was one of the most underrated actresses.
Welcome back to our channel. Burt Reynolds, a name that captivated millions of fans worldwide, was not just a Hollywood star, but a symbol of masculinity and undeniable charm. Throughout the 1970s and 1980s, he reigned as the box office king, dominating the silver screen with iconic roles in Smokey and the Bandit, Deliverance, and The Longest Yard. But behind the glitz and glamour, Burt Reynolds was more than just an extraordinary actor. He was a man filled with contradictions, pain, and profound regrets. Burt's life was a journey of highs and lows, from a challenging childhood to the dazzling heights of his career, and then to the bitter failures in love and finances. He reached the pinnacle of fame, but also faced many crushing setbacks. What made a strong and resilient man like Burt Reynolds endure such turbulence? How did he overcome countless challenges to become an irreplaceable legend in the hearts of his fans? The story of Burt Reynolds is not merely about a movie star. It is a vivid portrait of a man striving to balance success and heartbreak, light and shadow in his life. Join us on an emotional journey into the life of Burt Reynolds, a place where Hollywood's bright lights intersect with deeply moving tales of humanity and the enduring strength of a man who never stopped fighting. Early life. Burt Reynolds was born on February 11, 1936, in Lansing, Michigan, into a family of modest means. His father, Burton Milo Reynolds Sr., served in the military and later became a police chief, while his mother, Harriet Furnett, provided the emotional backbone for the family. Due to his father's work, the Reynolds family moved frequently, making Burt's childhood a series of constant changes. This instability left a profound mark on him, shaping both his resilience and his deep desire to prove himself. When the family settled in Riviera Beach, Florida, Burt began to find joy in his sunny, tropical childhood. Here, he quickly stood out for his exceptional athletic abilities. A star on the football field, Burt played as a halfback and became a source of pride for his high school. His impressive performance earned him a scholarship to Florida State University, where he was expected to become a professional sports star. However, destiny had its way of testing even the grandest dreams. During one of his first college games, Burt suffered a severe knee injury that ended his sports career. Misfortune struck again when a car accident shortly afterward exacerbated his condition. Long months confined to bed forced Burt to confront a harsh reality. His dream of becoming a professional football player was shattered. Yet, in the darkest moments, Burt discovered a new door. While trying to figure out his next steps, he decided to take an acting class at Palm Beach Community College. Initially, acting was just a way to pass the time and try something new. But when he stepped onto the stage, Burt uncovered a hidden talent he had never known before. His drama teacher, Watson B. Duncan III, recognized Burt's unique potential and encouraged him to pursue acting seriously. Under Duncan's mentorship, Burt performed in the play Outward Bound, leaving a strong impression and winning the Florida State Drama Award. This accolade earned him a scholarship to the Hyde Park Playhouse Drama Academy in New York. It was this opportunity that propelled Burt Reynolds from a young man with broken athletic dreams to a promising acting talent. The transition from the football field to the stage was far from easy, but Burt Reynolds proved that anyone could turn pain into motivation to rise above. His early life was not just the beginning of a legend, but also a testament to resilience in the face of unforeseen challenges. Early career. Emerging from small plays and acting classes in New York, Burt Reynolds embarked on a long journey to establish himself in the highly competitive entertainment industry. Once a football player dreaming of major sports stages, he now faced theater and film sets, environments that demanded not only talent, but extraordinary perseverance. After earning a scholarship to the Hyde Park Playhouse Academy, Burt quickly proved his acting abilities in a professional setting. He performed in plays such as Tea and Sympathy, and made his Broadway debut in Look, We've Come Through. Although the play ran for only 5 performances, it provided Burt with invaluable experience and caught the attention of producers. Soon after, Reynolds began landing small roles on television. He appeared in shows like M Squad, Schlitz Playhouse, and Flight. Though these were minor roles, Burt's good looks and natural acting skills made him stand out, leading to a 7-year contract with Universal Studios, a significant milestone in his career. A pivotal moment came in 1959 when Burt was cast as the lead in the television series Riverboat. Playing Captain Ben Fraser gave him the opportunity to showcase his talent on the small screen. However, tensions with co-star Darren McGavin and producers led to Burt's departure after 20 episodes. This exit left a blemish on his record, making it difficult for him to secure roles afterward. Instead of giving up, Burt returned to smaller roles in popular TV shows such as Perry Mason, Route 66, and The Twilight Zone. These roles allowed him to hone his craft and gradually build his image in the eyes of audiences. In the early 1960s, Burt ventured into film with roles in movies like Angel Baby, 1961, and Armored Command, 1961. His real breakthrough came with Operation CIA, 1965, a low-budget action film that provided valuable experience in feature films. During this time, Burt also explored westerns, appearing in films like Navajo Joe, 1966, a spaghetti western shot in Spain. Although the movie received little critical acclaim, Burt began to craft the rugged and gritty image that would later define his action star persona. Another significant milestone in Burt Reynolds' early career was his role as blacksmith Quint Asper in the popular TV series Gunsmoke. This role not only showcased his acting talent, but also endeared him to millions of American viewers. Burt remained with the show from 1962 to 1965, a period he fondly referred to as the happiest years of my life. After 3 years, however, Burt decided to leave Gunsmoke to pursue larger roles in films. This decision, though risky, opened the door to significant opportunities in his career. In the late 1960s, Burt continued to appear in a variety of films, though not all were successful. Movies like Shark, 1969, and Sam Whiskey, 1969, failed to make a major impact, but Burt remained undeterred. He persisted in his efforts, steadily building his reputation. The early phase of Burt Reynolds' career was marked by relentless effort to overcome obstacles and prove his talent. From small roles on Broadway to TV appearances and low-budget films, he steadily worked to establish himself in the entertainment industry. Though he had not yet reached the pinnacle of fame, Burt had laid a solid foundation for the remarkable career that awaited him. With unwavering determination and an indomitable spirit, Burt Reynolds was ready for the major breakthroughs of the 1970s, when his name would shine as one of Hollywood's brightest stars. A career of triumphs and achievements. Burt Reynolds entered the 1970s with unwavering determination, ready to conquer Hollywood after years of struggling to establish himself. This decade marked the peak of his career, solidifying his status as an American cinematic icon with unforgettable performances. The film Deliverance, 1972, became a pivotal milestone, achieving both commercial success and critical acclaim. Playing Lewis Medlock, a strong-willed man confronting the harsh challenges of nature and humanity, Burt demonstrated that he was not just a symbol of masculinity, but also an actor with remarkable depth and talent. The film, nominated for 3 Academy Awards, firmly established Burt as a leading star in Hollywood. But Burt didn't stop there. In 1977, he reinforced his box office king title with the action comedy Smokey and the Bandit. In the role of Bandit, a charismatic and cunning trucker, Burt delivered laughter while creating a cultural phenomenon with the iconic Pontiac Trans Am. The film grossed over $300 million, becoming a global box office sensation and spawning several sequels. Burt quickly became indispensable in action comedy films, where his charm, natural style, and mischievous spirit captivated audiences worldwide. The 1980s remained a successful period for Burt Reynolds, though signs of a career slowdown began to appear. He starred in notable films like Cannonball Run, 1981, a humorous ensemble piece featuring a star-studded cast that grossed $160 million, an impressive figure for the time. Alongside his on-screen success, Burt pursued his passion for theater by founding the Burt Reynolds Dinner Theater in Florida in 1979. The venue not only provided a stage for his performances, but also served as a training ground for young actors, offering them opportunities to develop their craft. This effort reflected a different side of Burt, a performer dedicated not only to the spotlight, but also to nurturing the next generation of talent. However, by the 1990s, Burt's star began to fade as his films struggled to maintain their previous appeal. In this context, Boogie Nights, 1997, emerged as a revitalizing force, bringing Burt back into Hollywood's limelight. In the role of Jack Horner, a complex adult film producer, Burt stunned the cinematic world. This performance earned him critical acclaim, an Academy Award nomination, and a Golden Globe win. It was a testament to Burt's versatility and willingness to step outside his comfort zone to tackle roles requiring emotional depth and subtlety. Throughout his career, Burt Reynolds consistently affirmed his place as one of Hollywood's greatest stars. He appeared in over 90 films and numerous television shows, creating an incredible artistic legacy. He won an Emmy for his role in the TV series Evening Shade, 1991 to 1994, and received countless other prestigious accolades. Yet beyond the awards, Burt became a cultural icon, a man of strength, humor, and charisma, forever linked to unforgettable moments on screen. Burt Reynolds' success was not limited to acting. He was also a passionate artist who pursued various creative endeavors. From singing on his album Ask Me What I Am to directing and producing, Burt embraced multiple roles in the entertainment industry. While not all ventures achieved resounding success, he consistently demonstrated the bold, fearless spirit of an artist unafraid to challenge himself. Even during the most difficult times, he maintained his trademark optimism and humor. The legacy of Burt Reynolds extends beyond the films he starred in or the awards he won. It lies in the image of a man who overcame countless obstacles to live his life fully in pursuit of his passions. Burt's triumphs stand as a testament to perseverance, talent, and the courage to face challenges, making him one of Hollywood's immortal legends. Personal life. Though Burt Reynolds was adored by millions on screen, his personal life was a complex tapestry woven with pain, regret, and moments of warmth. While his career shone brightly, Burt's relationships and private life were tumultuous, reflecting a man who was both strong and vulnerable. When Burt first met Sally Field on the set of Smokey and the Bandit in 1977, he was at the height of his career, and she was a rising young star. From their first moments together, they shared an undeniable and intense connection. Burt openly admitted he was drawn to Sally's natural beauty, intelligence, and talent, qualities he found irresistible. However, their fiery love was not without its wounds. Burt's controlling nature often led him to impose his expectations on Sally, believing it was his way of helping her grow. He went as far as deciding on her behalf to take roles, including the one in Norma Ray, which won her her first Oscar. For Sally, however, Burt's control felt burdensome, eroding her sense of self. She once shared that their relationship, despite the love, echoed the emotional wounds of her childhood, a cycle she felt trapped in. Their conflicts peaked when Burt opposed Sally attending the 1977 Emmy Awards, where she was honored for her role in Sybil. Although they parted ways in 1982, Burt harbored deep regret about losing Sally. In his later years, he often expressed remorse, calling it the biggest mistake of my life. To him, Sally remained the woman who stole my heart, and someone he could never forget. Beyond his bittersweet romance with Sally, Burt's marriages were fraught with turmoil. His first marriage to Judy Carne, a star of Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In, lasted less than 2 years. They married in 1963, but their young love quickly dissolved due to irreconcilable differences. Later, Judy accused Burt of both physical and emotional abuse, allegations Burt never publicly addressed. Despite their bitter separation, Burt retained a measure of concern for Judy, especially during her difficult later years. Burt's second marriage to Lonnie Anderson had a different dynamic but was no less tumultuous. Married in 1988, Burt and Lonnie became a focal point of Hollywood media, both for their glamorous image and the rumors surrounding their private lives. Together, they adopted a son named Quentin, but fatherhood did not bring Burt the peace he sought. The relationship between Burt and Lonnie soon soured, with mutual accusations of infidelity and abuse. Lonnie alleged Burt was controlling and abusive, while Burt criticized her for her extravagant lifestyle and emotional detachment. Their divorce in 1994 became one of Hollywood's most notorious breakups, marked by lengthy legal battles over finances and custody of their son. Despite the challenges in his relationships, Burt always harbored a deep love for Quentin, the son he and Lonnie adopted. The decision to adopt Quentin had not been easy for Burt. He admitted he wasn't ready to be a father at the time, but felt pressured by Lonnie to agree. After their divorce, Quentin lived with his mother, and Burt often regretted not spending more time with him. The financial strain Burt faced in his later years, including substantial child support payments, further strained their relationship. Yet Burt's love for Quentin never wavered, and he always hoped his son understood how deeply he cared for him. Burt Reynolds' personal life, much like a deeply emotional film with him as the leading character, was filled with passionate love, heartbreaking loss, and unrelenting regret. Despite the many failures in his romantic relationships, Burt retained a sensitive heart, capable of love and cherishing the connections he had. From Sally Field, the woman he always called the love of his life, to the poignant moments of fatherhood, Burt lived a life where every joy and every sorrow added to the legend he became. Finances and major setbacks. At the height of his fame, Burt Reynolds embodied wealth and extravagance. A star who had it all, from money and fame to a lifestyle that millions envied. Yet behind the glamorous facade lay a story of poor decisions, failed investments, and unchecked spending that ultimately plunged him into severe financial turmoil. During the 1970s and 1980s, Burt Reynolds was one of Hollywood's highest-paid actors. At his peak, he earned over $10 million annually, a staggering amount for that era. But for Burt, money wasn't meant to be saved. It was meant to be enjoyed. He spent lavishly on real estate, luxury cars, private jets, and even a collection of racehorses. His properties stood as symbols of his success and style, including a 153-acre ranch in Florida, a Beverly Hills mansion, and a Tara estate in Georgia inspired by Gone with the Wind. While these assets reflected his grandeur, they became financial burdens when maintenance costs spiraled out of control. In addition to his extravagant spending, Burt also ventured into various business investments, hoping to expand his wealth. Unfortunately, many of these ventures turned into major financial missteps. One of his most notable mistakes was investing in the Po Folks restaurant chain during the 1980s. Although the concept initially seemed promising, the chain quickly failed, costing Burt millions of dollars. Similarly, other business endeavors, including a high-end restaurant named Daisy's Diner, proved unprofitable, leaving him with losses amounting to tens of millions. As his film career slowed in the late 1980s and early 1990s, Burt faced mounting financial pressures. His costly divorce from Lonnie Anderson, which included alimony payments and legal debts, further strained his finances. By 1996, Burt was forced to declare bankruptcy, listing debts exceeding $10 million. His bankruptcy filings detailed total assets worth $6.65 million, including real estate, cars, and personal belongings, but his debts far outweighed his assets. Even Burt's iconic Florida ranch was auctioned off to pay creditors. Despite his financial failures, Burt Reynolds never let them extinguish his characteristic optimism and humor. He once quipped, "I've lost more money than anyone could imagine, but I have no regrets. The only thing I regret is that I didn't spend more." This statement, while self-deprecating, reflected his unwavering spirit to live life to the fullest despite the challenges he faced. In his later years, though no longer living in the lap of luxury, Burt found joy in smaller artistic projects and cherished relationships. He auctioned off many personal items, including his Golden Globe Award and mementos from his acting career, not just to manage his finances, but also to close a tumultuous chapter of his life. By the time of his passing in 2018, Burt's estate was worth approximately $3 million, a modest figure compared to his former wealth. Nevertheless, he left behind a vast cultural legacy and an inspiring story of resilience. Burt Reynolds' financial journey serves as a costly lesson in excess and risky investments, but it is also a testament to his indomitable spirit. Even in the darkest times, Burt maintained his humor and zest for life, a trait that cemented his status as a legend, not just on the screen, but also in the hearts of his fans. Final years and legacy. The final years of Burt Reynolds' life were quieter, but no less profound. This period saw him slow down, reflect on life's offerings, and place the final introspective punctuation on a tumultuous career. As Hollywood's spotlight dimmed, Burt focused on more personal projects that mirrored his inner self and the values he cherished. In these years, Burt took on smaller film roles, stepping away from the central spotlight. However, this humility lent his performances a unique poignancy. The Last Movie Star, 2017, stands out as a perfect portrait of Burt's final chapter. Playing an aging film star reminiscing about his past while grappling with obscurity, Burt delivered a performance that echoed his own life. The film served as a heartfelt tribute to his fans who had supported him through the decades. Subtle, yet deeply emotional, it felt like a genuine farewell Burt offered to the world. Outside of acting, Burt dedicated time to reconnecting with significant relationships in his life. He made efforts to spend time with his son, Quentin, who had become a source of pride and solace for him. Burt often shared that moments with Quentin brought him a rare sense of peace, something he had struggled to find in his high-pressure life. During this time, Burt faced ongoing health challenges. He endured the lingering effects of injuries sustained during his career, particularly from a 1984 on-set accident while filming City Heat, which left him with chronic pain for decades. Despite his declining health, Burt never abandoned his passion for the craft. Though he no longer participated in major projects, he embraced smaller, personal roles that showcased the sincerity and emotional depth that came with age. Burt Reynolds passed away on September 6, 2018, at Jupiter Medical Center in Florida, following a heart attack. He was 82 years old. While his death was not entirely unexpected due to his declining health in recent years, it still shocked and saddened fans, friends, and family alike. Burt was more than a talented actor. He was a cultural icon intrinsically tied to some of Hollywood's most dazzling decades. Burt Reynolds' legacy extends beyond the films he starred in. He inspired future generations with his resilience and refusal to give up. Colleagues frequently described him as a deeply emotional individual who brought laughter and motivation to everyone around him. His passing left a significant void in the hearts of fans and the artistic community, yet it also offered a valuable lesson. Life is not perfect, but it is the scars and struggles that make it worth living. Burt's journey stands as a testament to living fully, regardless of failures or regrets, and leaving behind an indelible mark. For Burt Reynolds, legacy was not just about the roles he played, but about how he lived and loved, with a heart that never stopped burning bright. Burt Reynolds' life was not just the story of a celebrated movie star, but also a testament to ambition, relentless effort, and lessons learned from mistakes. He lived a life that was far from perfect, yet profoundly meaningful, daring to take risks, to challenge himself, and to confront failure head-on. It was this very imperfection that made Burt relatable, leaving a lasting mark not only on the silver screen, but also in the hearts of his fans. And what about you? What do you remember most about Burt Reynolds? Is it an iconic role, an inspiring story, or a moment that made you smile? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe to join us in exploring more stories about other legends. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.